Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Music Lab podcast. My name is Dogg, and I'm so excited to be back with all of you for another episode of the podcast. It is Wednesday night. We are almost ready for South by Southwest. We leave tomorrow morning super early, so we are in Washington, D.C. tonight. So that is why you are seeing the background that you're seeing. Austin, Texas, of course. This is Road to South by number 5, which means we have covered 20 bands so far, 5 more after this episode for a total of 25 bands. Putting together the spreadsheet as we speak. I think we're over 30 bands at this point, but hopefully that will be added to as well as maybe changed a little bit. So we will get into that stuff. But Road to South by, what we do is we feature 5 bands that we think you should either see at South by or when they come to your town, you see them. So, uh, artists, bands, females, males, we've got it all covered tonight and across the country as well as across the world. So, without further ado, our Road to South by number 5. Our first artist, ladies and gentlemen, her name is Bandana Cheyenne. The songs I'm featuring are Unforgettable, Prodigal Daughter, and Back to Light. Her albums are Colorado Baby, which she released in on Christmas last year, The Way the Wind Was Blowing, which she released around Christmas in 2024, and then she's also released singles since 2022. She's raised in Ohio and wrote her first song at 6 years old. This Americana and country artist was writing songs for years for others, but finally decided to do it on her own with absolute great success. The awards and honors and working with Mickey Guyton and Tennille Arts led to her performance at Nashville's Pride Festival last year, and she has a new single out this Friday. She also has a passion and love for bell bottoms, and I can't wait to see her outfits at South by. Our next band and artist, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Otis Wilkins. The songs I'm featuring are Charlene, Joni Mitchell Was a Punk, and Baby Don't Have a Heart. The albums are Power of Stuff, which was released last year, and he's released singles since 2019. Now, Taylor is the lead singer of a band called Otis the Destroyer, and this side project of his, he had help with a lot of friends, including our friend Austinite Walker Lukens, who helped with production and I think a synth on one of his tracks. Born in Georgia by way of San Marcos, Texas, he was nominated for Songwriter of the Year by Austin Chronicle, and he has been a vital part of the music community. Our next artist, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're going across the pond for some of them, and his name is Andrew Cushion. The songs I'm featuring are Memories, A Song for You, and It's Gonna Get Better. His albums are Love is for Everyone, and that was released last year, Waiting for the Rain, which was released in 2023, and he's released singles since 2020. Born in Newcastle, England, he started playing music after his dad passed away and has worked with and opened for Noel Gallagher, and he also opened for Louis Tomlinson of One Direction. His guitarist was in Catfish and the Bottlemen, and he is not a fan of TikTok and social media in general. He says he would rather sell out a 5,000 cap venue instead of having 5 million followers. And that's respect. He also understands what he does for a living is a dream and the best job in the world. Our next band, ladies and gentlemen, They're called Shallowater. Their songs are Ativan, God's Gonna Give You $1 Million, and Laredo. Their albums are God's Gonna Give You $1 Million, and that was released last year. And they released an EP in 2024 called There Is a Well. This three-piece from Lubbock, Texas, got their name from a town in their county and were inspired to start a band after going to South by in 2018. And they now live in Houston. They are bringing their West Texas dirt gaze to South by after years of practicing their craft during the pandemic and finding their sound. A lot of their songs are expansive and hypnotic and clock in at over 9 minutes on some of them. They played the Austin City Limits Festival on the main stage, and they cover Wonderwall by Oasis. And we can't wait to see this band. Our last band, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back to a throwback. They are called the Mellows. The songs I'm featuring are I Could Stay, Waiting on the Rain, and Win Again. They released an EP earlier this year called Waiting on the Rain. They released albums in 2024 called Satisfy Your Soul, and in 2023 it was called Children of Wolfman. And they've released singles since 2009. Brothers Colton and Zane Turner play rock and roll music with a 50s and 60s vibe that is as authentic as it is captivating by their harmonies. The Everly Brothers and the Beatles certainly are influences in their country, R&B, and soul for their analog recording methods. Raised in Bakersfield, California, but moved to Texas before they could even drink a Lone Star. That unique sound of theirs may be attributed to keyboardist Michael Johnson's vintage Vox Jaguar. And again, we can't wait to see them this week. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 bands and artists for our Road to South by Episode 5. That's Bandana Cheyenne, Otis Wilkins, Andrew Cushion, Shallowater, and the Mellows. And of course, like all of our other Road to South by series, you can get the Spotify playlist of all of the songs right here in the description of the episode and on our social media pages, as well as all of the other Road to South by episodes. You can search for those Spotify playlists. And again, if you're not coming to South by, no big deal. When these bands come to your town, check them out, listen to them, and get to love them as much as I did. So if you're coming to South by this year, come say hi. We're going to be doing recaps each morning for the night before or for the day before. And even if we do get a little frisky, we might do them the same night. But more than likely, you'll get recaps each day for the day before. So we are looking forward to that. We will be there until the 18th, next Wednesday. So plenty of content, and hoping to have a great time as always. So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media pages. That helps us. That helps the bands and artists that we feature. Also, check out our sponsor, RAR Outfitters. That's RAWR. Outfitters.com. Don't just wear, RAR. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Dogg. You've been great. This is the Music Lab Podcast.